Hello friends, Twin Flames. This is a quick channeling from Morya, Ascent Master Morya. Hail, flaming ones, who have come to the knowledge of the first principles of holy love, who desire then this holiness of love's early dream and are willing to endure unto its completion. I am Morya, sponsor of these messengers and of the path of your fellowship through the will of God. First, blessed ones, climb the mountain to your I am presence and understand that the need of thy soul complement, the urgency of world need is for a greater wholeness, a greater love, and a greater light. Incompletion is the stamp that has been stamped upon many of files, whose records are kept in Darjeeling. Incompletion. Beloved, understand that this means that the divine plan cannot be completed because of personal karma, or world condition, or the separation of twin flames. Understand that at one point in the career of your messengers, their reuniting hung by a thread. Its possibility was presented by a thread of contact, and a thread by which, if broken, could become buried deep beneath the tides of the sea, as deep as the transatlantic cable. Thus, realize that not all have found one another. Some have passed as ships in the night, producing tension, frustration, sweating, bad dreams, psychological conditions, the sense that all is lost, and ultimately the obsession and more severe psychological problems, which in fact are not totally resolved in the presence of your beloved twin, but often exasperated in the wrong energies. Thus, I come to pierce the illusion that all problems are just resolved by the meeting of your twin flame, and sometimes soulmates. But I come with a statement of truth, that all problems may be solved by this union when it's founded upon the rock of divine reality. We come and we sponsor you because your hearts have yearned, your souls have prayed, your minds have sought to fulfill your reason for being in this life, sought to attain oneness with your perfect one. And we will connect those for whom the connection will result in a positive force for both one another and for society. Where it would be detrimental in all ways, or some, we would recommend the accelerated path. Humility before the teaching of the Great White Brotherhood, which does give to you the knowledge of the violet flame and the call to Astrea, which is the most powerful mantra to the Divine Mother that has been released in this octave. The power of the Universal Mother carrying the circle and sword of blue flame that is released in this mantra is great indeed, capable of fulfilling every manifestation of the Mother, east or west, and capable of driving from you evil spirits that lurk, addictions, self-indulgences, and all pettiness that snatch you from the precious love which comes so gently but so powerfully, and yet is as fragile as a crystal and can be broken and will be broken by the forces of the night unless you keep this tryst with Astrea, with Archangel Michael, and with Sanat Kumara. Understand that the highest and most perfect love begins with your individual expression of the heart, the expansion of that flame of love until all irritation is consumed and pride is not. And you stand before your gods truly worthy of whatever blessing can be given. Inasmuch as personal ascension is, or personal karma is separating twin flames, and inasmuch as it is desirable that twin flames come together, the X factor that can make the biggest difference is the entering in of one of the ascended masters. They will sponsor your union by pledging to take on the karma that does keep you twin souls apart. This sponsorship is much like the sponsorship for the individual, but this is the joint sponsorship of the twain. This, then, is a call that you must use in your prayers, twins, and is a call that goes, "Oh, beloved God, I desire to perform the best service and to fulfill my inner vow with my twin flame. If it be that karma does separate us and therefore our service, I pray, let the Lord set it aside for an hour and a year, that we might show ourselves worthy. Plow the straight path, enter into the service of our God and of our country and of a world freedom, that together we might choose to balance that karma. And we do choose to do so. We pledge then, no matter what may come, that if we be united, we will serve in harmony and love by the grace of God to first balance this karma taken on by our Ascended Master sponsor, that one need not carry for us the burden that is truly ours. We thank you. We thank you." I recommend, flames, that you write this down and add to it, date it and sign it, commit to it. There's power in your spoken word, my loves. You must always, though, remind yourselves to first call upon Archangel Michael, to call upon the highest energy for your union, and to bind any imposters to your twin flame. Because the false hierarchy will send in those of attraction, of glamour, or of heavy karma, or even the initiators that come out of the depths of darkness posing as the holy. He will protect you, always. You must request that it be so. And when all tests have been passed, and the one sent is sent, remember that the purpose of that togetherness is truly first and foremost the balancing of that karma and the setting free of the Ascended Master that indeed has sponsored you and paid a price, the understanding of which you will not be yours until one day you stand before another to offer yourself to pay the price for them. We are in very crucial times. We must start completing the divine plan. And you have all of our support and love. I am Morya. Okay. So that's really lovely. I don't know if we are allowed to request. He's saying you can request certain masters or angels maybe that you might resonate with to be your sponsor, but ultimately it kind of depends on what way you resonate with as well. But so just call, request, use that prayer. I am being told that I will record that prayer in a separate kind of little guided meditation so that I can actually allow you guys to get into a relaxed state of mind, so that you're able to actually utilize the power of that mantra, I'm being told. But for now, at least it's out. The message is out. I have so much stuff to create, I can feel in here. All right, well, I love you guys. We got this. We will. We'll do this.